Hi, you all. It's your teacher, Miss Murph, and today we're going to be talking about your final project for CHD 208, which is developing a child care center handbook. So your final is going to be a project-based final, meaning you're going to take all of the components that we've discussed in CHD 208 to create your own child care center handbook. You will have the opportunity to create this in a Word document or in a PowerPoint presentation, as long as either one clearly conveys information that the parents want to know and need to know, as well as being welcoming to the families into participating in your program. So you're going to basically take on and pretend that you are the child care center director, welcoming families to your new school year. And you're going to need to use your textbook, the Alabama Minimum Standards Guidelines for Daytime and Nighttime Centers, and that link is going to be available to you. That manual, maybe some internet resources, as well as some handbooks, existing handbooks from other schools that you may can find that show how they implement certain policies and procedures. I do highly encourage you to pull from existing resources. However, this must be your own work. You cannot just copy something that someone else already has in existence. We'll be running this through a plagiarism software, so you'll want to make sure that everything is typed in your own wording and not just simply cut and pasted into from another document, because if so, then it will be flagged through the plagiarism software. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you, and we are going to jump on over to Blackboard so you can see this in your Blackboard course. So when you come up in week 14, which is where we're going to, it's where we will start the discussion of the handbook. So if you're in week 14 and you have seen this PowerPoint, this will be a very useful resource for you. It simply goes through and tells you all of the pieces about written communication. Where do you get the information from? A rubric you may want to include, the introduction and welcome. It goes through all of the components of a child care center handbook. So you'll want to make sure you do that. This attachment is actually basically kind of what you see right here, but it's more an attachment form. They're going to be, all of these are required components, and you will receive 5 points, 3 points, 1 point, or no points, okay? And when you total up all of these at the point value of 5, you will get 100 points. So in order to earn that 5, you're going to want to make sure, number one, that it is your own thoughtful work, and that you give enough information in each one of those areas to cover it, so that there are no questions if a parent were to be reading your handbook as to what is supposed to happen in that particular section, okay? Here is the link right here for your Alabama DHR Minimum Standards Manual, so that you can make sure that you cover all of the things that are needed in that manual. I have also included for you some supplemental resources. So if you'll click on this link, this is a blog right here that just tells you about what to include in your child care handbook. This is access, 13.2 is access to the textbook. Here's an example of the handbook that they use in your textbook. A couple videos on how to make up your handbook. And then if you click on this one, as a link to even more handbook opportunities. Okay, so there's several things for you that you can use to help you formulate your handbook. So after you've reviewed the PowerPoint, you've used this to make sure that you design a colorful, excuse me, and appealing cover. You name your school and you give it a mascot. Have a table of contents page. Don't have any spelling or grammar errors. Y'all use spell check. Go to the writing center and have them proof it. Have an introduction and a welcome, your philosophy, your operating information, enrollment wait list and withdrawing policies, sign up and pick up. You will see those procedures are pretty well spelled out in the DHR minimum standards guidelines. So you'll want to really pay attention and make sure you address that in that area. Daily schedules, you can find them all over. How you're going to snacks and supplies, sick days and schedule interruptions. Just go all the way through those things. And if you Google, I promise you, you're going to find them. Okay. Now, if you choose to do it in a Word document, that is great. You could also choose to do it in a PowerPoint. So if you will visit Teachers Pay Teachers, okay. So just go to teacherspayteachers.com. And if you type in free PowerPoint templates, all of these come up. You'll have to set up an account if you don't already have one for Teachers Pay Teachers, but it's a free resource. You could probably also find some information on a handbook in here as well. So this is a great resource for you, teacherspayteachers.com. Once you've done that, you're going to click on the Child Care Center handbook link right here. Click on it and either submit your, attach your Word document or either your PowerPoint and then click submit and that will send it in. You will have 2 weeks and 2 days to complete this assignment. So for week 14 and 15, we will be working on the final project, which will be due according to your course calendar, as well as what's listed in Blackboard. So, but if you should have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. And this is not a project that you will want to wait around to the last minute to try to do, okay? So I encourage you to take advantage during week 14 and 15 and so that you can get it done. But like I said, have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me or your instructor. Have a great day.